Recorded live from the John Puccino studio inside of High Tech in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's the SN Network on WHIT Podcasting. I'm your host and your announcer, Jonathan Ibrahim. With us today, we have Chris Pereira back in here on my right. Nice to see you in here, man. We have Mark Molina and Bino. Nice to be with you guys here. And behind the glass, we've got Mr. DePiro helping us. I appreciate it a lot. Nice seeing you guys. Let's head right into it. Pacers Celtics game one. It's now the Eastern Conference Finals. What a close game this was. Tell me your thoughts.
I think this is a really bad loss for the Pacers just because when you get to the finals, you get to the conference finals, like it's really tough to lose like close games like this. You saw it. We're going to go back to something. A lot close games wins championships. Like that's what sways series is. So I think this was like a pivotal win for the Celtics. And I think like this series isn't going to be as close as everyone thinks. Everyone's like, oh, they went into OT. It's going to be a good series. We got to also think Halliburton had the best game he's had all year in the playoffs, and they still lost.
That's not true.
That is true.
No, it's not. Tyrese Halliburton had a way better game in the playoffs.
No, if you look at an all-around game, he had
all-around game?
Yeah, he did everything.
I thought you meant scoring-wise.
No.
Like,
Bro, he did everything, bro. He played defense. He did everywhere. And everyone played good on their team. Literally everybody. They had like 6 or 7 people. It was like outrageous. 8 people that went over.
That was his fourth best game.
They had like 8 people that went over that were in double digits. That doesn't happen.
Who?
The Pacers.
No, the Pacers are used to doing that though. Remember? Because the way they score is fast. They push the pace.
You don't understand. Yeah, maybe all 5. 8 different people went over 10. Like they had one of their best games as a whole, and they still lost. And the Celtics didn't play.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. The Celtics have been doing it a little bit too. The Timberwolves have been doing it with like 6, but 8 is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It was everybody,
but that's how the Pacers actually play, though. They played like that the whole season.
So I don't know. I think the Pacers. This was a must win. I wouldn't see this game going past like 6 max.
Who you got? Celtics and 6.
Yeah.
If I
have a guess, it's Celtics and 5, but maybe it goes 6.
I think the Pacers are a really good competitor for the Celtics. I don't think they're ready to take the next step.
Thing is about the Pacers, they barely beat a Knicks team.
Exactly.
That has no one.
Exactly.
And now they're going up against the most. And listen, they actually put up a fight in game 1 on the road.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty hard for a team that's facing the Celtics in the conference finals at the Garden. That's something that's pretty big for them. I mean, the Celtics, they had the 12-0 lead in the first quarter. They blew it, and the Pacers actually put up a fight. And it was a close game for just the rest of the game. And at the half, they were both tied up. And then things just started to change as soon as the fourth quarter started. The Pacers were actually just scoring much better. But then when we talk about the last couple of minutes, like Jaylen Brown, man, how many times we saw that guy behind the free throw line and just hitting that clutch 3 just to send it to OT. That's something big for Boston. And it definitely just helped with their momentum ending the game just with the win. And we definitely saw that some decisions could have been made better by the Pacers defense overall.
Tatum played great.
I think that's the clutchest. Like, this is going to be arguable because people are going to say Murray's buzzer beaters, but that's the clutchest shot all year. Like, if we're going to talk about, like,
this postseason, it is.
Yes, bro.
This postseason, I have to say that
shot,
it is.
Bro. That's a shot that you just shot over a big man that was in, like, they were literally touching each other, bro. And he just shot over him and drilled it. Like, with the game on the line with 5 seconds, like, it's not like he took the shot.
A force.
Yeah, he took the shot.
He's a force.
And, like, it just, that's a low percentage shot that he forced. And he just said, I'm that guy, pretty much. And that's what we want to see from Tatum. And Brown was like, nah. That's what people want to see from Tatum, even though he had a great game yesterday. But
they played this game like it was the last game of this series, and it's only game 1.
The Celtics,
just both teams, they played it like it was the final game of the series, and that they were playing for their lives. This is only the beginning.
I feel like the Pacers are just like so hard to stop when they just score. Like
True.
it's so hard to stop them from scoring. Like
They're really good.
you made a great point. Was it you or John about they score like over 110 points, something like that every game, basically 120s, 130s.
They're fast.
I said
Every
something
game.
similar to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
how like they're just a stacked team
and
with
they're
a
and
good
they're
amount of
consistent. Yeah.
scores.
So what you said about the 8 people scoring, like they actually do that.
Their problem
consistently.
was though the defense is just very inconsistent. Like when it comes
Yeah.
to clutch moments,
And that's why they're not
just
ready.
not.
That's why they're not ready. That's why the Celtics are gonna win for sure.
Yeah. And I think their team is built so good because Tyrese is a superstar, but he's the best. He's one of the best. I'm not gonna say the best because we're gonna have an argument here all day. But bro, he's one of the best facilitators, like in the league right now. He's
One of the best
disgusting.
scorers
For sure.
too.
I agree with you.
One
He
of the
just runs
best
the
scorers,
offense so
too.
good, but it's like I can't see them winning because they don't. I don't think he's that guy yet. Like he's not. I don't think he's a 1 yet.
He's a 1.
He's a 1, but
he's
he's
a
not a
1.
he's not a 1. He's not a 1 that can win it by himself.
No, he's too young.
Thing is, he's not by himself too.
But
Yeah,
you
he
wouldn't
isn't
say
really.
he doesn't
has a
have
good
another
supporting-
star.
He has a good supporting cast.
Pascal Siakam,
And
Miles Turner,
Turner.
Okay,
Andrew
what'd you say
Nembhard,
their
and Jimmy
star-
That
Butler
bench
talking.
is good too.
Okay,
That's
I'm
a
saying-
great. It's just great role
Yeah,
players.
yeah. I
It's
said
great
he has
role
great
players,
role
yeah.
players, but he doesn't have a superstar.
I think Miles Turner is turning into a really good 2.
I would say the Siakam's the 2.
Okay, but I think Turner's like he's
Turner-
turning that role
Turner's
as well. Like,
better
he
as
can-
a scorer.
The-
to be
the- this
honest.
is the problem. Turner's a great 3, but Siakam's not good enough to be a superstar as a 2.
I think Turner could be a superstar. I think he's like
But he doesn't play
I
defense.
think I would consider him like
Miles
like,
Turner
near
doesn't play
that point.
defense.
He does.
He
Yes, he
does.
plays.
He's the all-time leading what's it called?
Block leader, right?
Yeah, block leader for the
But he
franchise.
doesn't. I always make this argument. Just because you get that's my argument with Wemby is that just because you get blocks does not mean you consistently play defense.
I mean, he does his role pretty well. And,
Yeah, I think Miles Turner
He
is
does it
doing a
pretty
great
well on
job.
offense.
I know he
too.
played
Great
yesterday. He
scorer,
struggled
great
on
shooting
defense.
center.
I'm judging that based off one game, but that's my only thing. I know Wemby's not even nowhere near this playoffs, but that's what something should really think about. Stats. When they think of stats defensively, it's not all about stats. Defense is all about the what doesn't come up on the paper. That's why Rudy Gobert has so many of them because he does all the things that don't come up on the stat sheet. So it's like
Yeah.
Neesmith did some questionable defensive plays yesterday. Like, did you guys see that one play where what's it called? Like, he just tried to save it from going out of bounds. Like the ball was like already.
that's a
out of
no,
bounds.
no,
And
that's
he
a great
just
play.
ran for it.
That-
And then like that, I think that's like the second, like number 2 on the list for like the plays that costed them the game.
The Pacers player.
Yeah, because they were leading by like 5.
Are you talking about the play where Jaylen Brown hit it off of him?
Yeah.
But that's a great play. That's a great play about Jaylen Brown. It's so heads up. Like you see him boxing him out so he doesn't do that, and he just jumps midair and throws it off him. That's such a heads up play after he gets blocked.
Jaylen Brown taking those free throws is proof that like him getting that 3-point shot, like free throws can really get you in a rhythm if you're a superstar.
Exactly.
Like as 2 free throws can get you in a rhythm as a superstar.
Can
That's
we-
probably why he hit that shot.
Can we talk about it?
1,
look
2,
at-
3. Right, he's in that rhythm.
Think about this. You're up 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals,
Yeah.
and you can't even name the person who just took the shot for them. That's how good that like Pacers supporting cast was.
If we
It
could
was
just
like-
get it to that
it
real
was-
quick.
Yeah.
It was Andrew. I don't even know.
Nembhard.
Nembhard,
Yeah.
Nembhard.
Against
He-
the Knicks?
He no right now
Oh.
to make it to go up 3. He took, bro. Like that's so like that shows how good their team is. Like he took the shot. It wasn't Tyrese. It wasn't Siakam. It wasn't Turner. We just had a big 3, and none of them took the shot to go the dagger. Basically, that
But
should have been.
The Pacers have a
the
lot
bench-
of
the
Pacers have
bench
a lot
is
of
pretty
scorers
nice.
on
The
offense.
bench is pretty nice. Well,
They have
when
a
it
lot of
comes to
scorers on
scoring,
offense,
yeah, they're really good offensively.
They're very
I-
versatile. But here's the thing: the Celtics might not win next game. Here's why:
They always
they've
lose
lost
game
game 2. They always lose game 2. Like
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing I think is like when it comes to championship teams, we've always been so accustomed ever since. I think it all started when the Miami Heat team started, where LeBron went with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. We've been so accustomed to it has to be a super team to win.
I wouldn't say
Then we broke it because it was the Spurs. They had a super team. Then it broke a little bit when the Raptors won because it was just Kawhi and then a whole bunch of role players. Even though
I'm not gonna lie, that team, like it's better than people say it was. I have to say it.
What?
The Raptors.
You're out of your mind.
They're
is the
better
best-
than people
no,
make it seem.
No. That is no. Oh yeah, they're better. Yeah, that's the best defensive team ever.
Who?
The
Raptors. That's the
2019.
the ones that beat the Warriors, bro. That's the best defensive team to ever play,
No.
be assembled. Yes,
They were
No.
pretty good.
bro.
But I'm not gonna
Go look
lie.
at that
If we
roster.
Don't
did have
ever
Clay,
disrespect Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman, bro.
Bro,
How
that is
dare you even compare Pascal Siakam, Kawhi, okay, and
Bro.
whoever else?
bro.
Like, that's-
Look at that roster from top to bottom.
That's so disrespectful.
No, it's not though.
Yes, it
Bro,
is.
If you look at
You
that
know,
roster
yeah,
from top
I
to
wouldn't
so
say best
disrespectful.
bro,
defensive
they won
team.
the
They're
finals.
definitely up there
They
for that.
won the
Probably
no,
best
bro,
of our
I think
generation.
Kawhi's defense with the Spurs was better than that Raptors
Bro,
defense.
It's not what, bro. No, bro. What I'm trying to tell
Yes.
you, from top to bottom, they were, bro. Every single person on that team,
I have a question. You want
They
Serge
won-
Ibaka or Dennis Rodman?
bro. They won the championship on pure defense.
But I do have
Michael
to say,
Jordan or
but
Fred VanVleet?
KD and Clay got
Kyle
hurt,
Lowry.
bro.
Kyle
KD
Lowry is one of the best defensive guards
KD
ever.
and Clay got hurt. It was to the
Bro,
point to
was.
where Curry and
Dude.
Draymond
I'm just saying,
had
it's
to
a
be the
cap.
best scorers of that series.
It's
Dude.
cap. That's true. He
Dude.
made- he's
So you,
no. I wouldn't take him over Michael Jordan. I'm just
All
saying. I'm just saying. Like, obviously,
yeah.
that's not even a question. That shouldn't be an argument. But
Exactly.
I'm saying, like, okay,
Dennis Rodman,
so
over
Scottie
Serge
Pippen or
Ibaka?
Kawhi Leonard on
On
defense.
defense?
It's not
Kawhi.
close.
It's
not
so
close.
close. It's so close.
I
It's
mean,
not close.
you have to give it to Kawhi though,
Kawhi's-
because of his accolades. Yes.
If you think
yes,
there's a
Kawhi.
better defensive all around point, like a full 3-and-D player than Kawhi Leonard, no. All time, no, absolutely not. He's the best ever.
I agree with
3
that.
and D,
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Like to play defense and
agree
come
with
back,
that.
and bro, he's the best.
and
ever.
he was doing it in a time where like
because he
the
was a
3-point
defensive.
shot was insane.
He was the best.
Curry
Curry
Bro,
would
that,
have
yeah.
popped.
bro, he was the best
I mean,
defense.
it's
He was
still insane.
the
but, like,
reason
that
he's
was a
so
start.
good is because
But,
he
like-
was his game was all defense at first.
Who?
Kawhi, and then he developed an offensive game. But he wasn't.
He's been had like the off.
He's been had an
I mean,
offensive
when he
game.
first came,
it just got better.
when
though.
he
It's just
first
gotten
got into the
better over
league on
time.
this when he first got in the league, he didn't showcase and he was on a superstar team. So
It's
I'm saying he
crazy
got to
he got-
develop it, and he knew his role and he played it well, even though so when he got to develop everything, he was just that guy. And if injuries didn't hurt him, bro, he should
Yeah.
like he showed you like
But now I have a question for you guys. Since Siakam was on that same team, now he's on this Pacers team. Do you guys think that Siakam that we saw in that Raptors series, what's it called? Do you guys think that Siakam, what's it called? Since you were saying earlier that he basically is the number 2 option on this team, Mark, right?
Yes.
Would you say that what's it called? The Pacers would be able to put up a fight against the Celtics in the series, like where it could go to 7,
Wait, what are you
like it
talking
did
about?
against the Knicks?
I know.
I feel like
Because-
this was a wake up call for the Celtics. I think the Celtics haven't winning it, like in 5, but like why do they keep losing game 2? And like why are they even losing to the Cavs in the first place?
Mhm.
And like they kind of struggled to beat the Cavs without Donovan Mitchell, without Jarrett Allen, without Karis LeVert. And they also struggled. No, they didn't really struggle. Yeah, no, they didn't really struggle against the Heat. But why did you lose a game to the Heat with no Jimmy Butler? Like how? Like, no, I feel like that's unacceptable. They should
I
have
mean,
swept the Heat.
something for them. Well, it just looks like to me they just get so tired after game 1.
Who, the Celtics?
Yeah,
I think
I think they can't play around with the Pacers.
and clearly the Pacers
I don't
just
think they
the
could play
Pacers
around.
could have gotten away with the game if what's it called? They just didn't make those questionable plays on
I
defense.
promise you, you want to hear the difference?
Mhm.
Is that this is the difference why I think Kawhi is really underrated, because this team might be
Still
built.
stuck on this.
No, this team might be built better than that Raptors team, like offensively, but they won't win because that's how much Kawhi meant to that Raptors team. It's built kind of the same.
So what you're saying is they need a 3-and-D superstar.
No,
I agree
no,
with
to
that.
be honest, I think
If you put Kawhi on this Pacers team, they beat the
scoring
Celtics.
wise, no, I think they're
If
better.
you put PG
They're
on this
better.
team,
They're actually
No,
better.
I'm saying
than
if
the
you
Raptors
put
scoring.
They
Kawhi,
are,
if you put
100%.
Kawhi Leonard
this is
and switch it
we're
for Tyrese
forgetting that this team
Halliburton,
had the highest field goal percentage ever in a playoff game. The Pacers,
What was it
Okay.
like? 60,
67,
It was
67%.
almost
bro.
bro, if you
This is a record-breaking offense that was breaking records before the All-Star break. They were getting a lot of hype about it. Remember?
but they're bad
is a-
defensively.
I know.
Because why?
They
Because
are.
I wouldn't say
'Cause-
bad defensively. They're just going up against a really good all-around team.
Tyrese Halliburton is not that good on defense.
No,
Yeah.
He's the liability.
ain't there by defense.
I'm about to say
He doesn't
something.
need
I
it,
might be
though.
completely wrong because I barely watch basketball, but I think the Cavs team that the Celtics played before this is better than the Pacers.
If they were healthy,
If they're healthy,
yeah.
yeah, Donovan's disgusting.
So is Garland, and
Even
they
then,
just thought
I feel
everyone.
like with that team that they just played, I feel like even then the Cavs will.
That's why I told you this is this
I could say that.
this
I want to see Donovan Mitchell like win a championship.
I promise you, this series is not going to be close. Like it's going to be over in 5. I promise
I
you.
could say 5 or 6.
At least 6. I can't
At
unsee it. At least 6. If Pacers are a really good team and like they're getting underestimated.
All right, so let's talk about Mavs too.
Yeah, Mavs Timberwolves. Yeah, so clearly one of these 4 teams are what's it called? One of the 4 superstars, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Tyrese Halliburton, or Jason Tatum's gonna win their first ring this year. That's crazy.
You know what's funny? Coming into the year, I mean, outside the Lakers, because I'm a really big Lakers fan, but outside, I said if anyone besides the Lakers is gonna win, it's gonna be the Mavs. I said that in August.
I feel like well going up against the best defensive. Look, I think this is gonna be a really close series.
Yeah, I agree
But
with that.
we're also gonna have to wait for game 1 tonight, see how that plays off, because it's probably gonna change our predictions that we're gonna be saying right now. They're going up against the best defensive team, and they're also going up against Anthony Edwards, who has clearly changed this game as soon as the postseason started. Like
He's averaging
Things
more
have
points than
changed.
Luka during the
Things
playoffs.
have changed.
Would you average?
Look at this. Look at this.
And clearly with the Mavericks, like the scoring has just been about Luka Doncic this postseason.
PJ Washington kicked it up a little bit.
Yeah,
When
PJ
Kyrie
Washington
needs
has
you-
gotten better with his shooting
when,
too.
when you need Kyrie and you need him to close something or like might be eliminated, he's gonna step up.
I did say this last episode though. Kyrie Irving is gonna have to step up his scoring game for them to make it closer with the
Absolutely,
Timberwolves.
absolutely.
He can't just keep playing the passing game and just pile up on his assists.
So I have a question. How do you think the Timberwolves handle the Mavericks offense?
Well, the
Because
first
it's
game,
clearly ran through
the
Luka.
first game, which is tonight, it's about to be in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, this one's in Minnesota.
Yeah,
I think the T-Wolves
They're gonna win.
come out with this one.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be a close game, closer than we think. And then Mavs pick it back up game 2, and
Wait,
series
Luka's
gets
injured?
tied.
Nah, he
Well,
just
he has been playing hurt
alright.
this postseason.
Whoa.
He's been getting hurt a lot.
Achilles.
yeah. Mike
Yes.
Conley,
Mike
Mike Conley
Conley.
missed the game. You know that. Well,
Oh yeah. Do it for Mike Conley. Yeah.
What I was gonna tell you was that I think the only difference is like the Nuggets didn't put over 100 points one time. I mean, they only went over 100 like twice in that series or once. It was something
The
outrageous like that.
Timberwolves had a very impressive.
But the
defense.
thing is, I'm sorry to tell you, but Kyrie Irving is not Jamal Murray, and Luka Doncic is not Jamal Murray. They're not getting pickpocketed like that, and it's like they're not giving up as many. Jamal Murray had a lot of turnovers that game 7,
Yeah.
and it's just like. It's just I think
There's gonna be
this
a
team is going to be
lot.
harder to stop because it's not ran through a big man.
But the thing is, on the Mavericks, who's really gonna be able to stop the Timberwolves defensively?
The two best.
That's what I'm-
offensive
Kyrie
players.
and
Yeah,
Luka.
no. But I'm
Hello?
saying, how are they gonna guard them?
Oh,
That's how I'm looking at it.
I mean, yeah, they have their guys too.
They're a very good team.
PJ Washington might be one of the most underrated defensive players in the league. He is gross.
But I don't know. I don't know if the Mavericks, like, what's it called? Like, as soon as T-Wolves are
Did you
just,
see
like,
what PJ did in that
holding the
Thunder
ball,
series?
how are they gonna stop them?
I mean, it has to be from role players.
Yeah, but I mean,
And Kyrie plays defense.
you think role players are gonna stop Anthony Edwards?
You think Kyrie Irving
no one?
can guard
It's-
No,
it's not even
I'm
just
not
Anthony
saying no
Edwards,
one's
like-
gonna stop Anthony. You gotta understand. We gotta understand. Like,
Who's
when it
gonna
comes
guard
to
Cat?
Exactly.
bro,
yeah.
it's
And
not-
Jaden McDaniels has been putting up buckets.
Who's gonna guard Jaden McDaniels?
what I'm trying to tell
got
you,
KD,
when it
but we
comes to
got Jaden McDaniels.
superstars, like Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic,
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, Joker, everybody. Nobody's gonna stop these people. Like we gotta stop saying that. No one's gonna stop them. They're gonna give you their buckets.
Did you say Jamal Murray?
No, I said Joker.
Mhm.
No one's gonna stop them. It has to be to the point of minimizing, making their shot percentages lower. They're gonna give you 20 or 30. It's just making their shot percentage lower, forcing turnovers, and making the team around them struggle. That's how you win games. That's
Here's
what
the
they
thing,
did.
though.
Joke like they didn't
Here's the thing,
stop
though.
Joker.
Here's the thing, though. The offense that the Mavericks have been running lately, how do you run it against a team that is as good defensively
Because
as the Timberwolves
Kyrie's-
are? I don't think you can run this offense because remember Kyrie has been taking less shots.
That's good.
I think that's going to change the series.
Yeah, that's
though.
going to change one. And
That's gonna
Kyrie is
have
the
to.
I think he has to go back.
we're seeing
to
the
star.
we're seeing the
Like,
two best facilitators. Kyrie is the best ball handler in
Maybe
NBA.
NBA history.
Yeah, and in the NBA, and his facilitating game is second to none. Maybe Tyrese Halliburton. Yes, what we've seen this year is is so like the way he just gets everybody open because everyone so works. At the end of the day, he's Kyrie Irving, and at any point he could.
dude, he's only averaging
Kyrie Irving.
5.2 assists a game.
It's not about that though. It's always let's
Have
say
you
he
heard of
gets
Luka Doncic?
he gets someone open, and
You heard
then
of
and then
Jokic.
there's one more pass. It's not everything's about stats.
Dude, I'll put Luka Doncic, Jokic, and LeBron over Kyrie this year passing.
It's not
And
about.
Tyrese Halliburton.
It's not.
Oh,
all
yeah,
about.
for
It's
sure.
not all about stats. It's not all about system.
Yeah, but he's not second to none to Tyrese
I'm
Halliburton
talking
as a
about.
passer. this
I'm
year.
talking about running an offense and getting people open.
Oh, just being
That's
a point
what I'm
guard
saying.
in general.
Like point
Just
guard.
running the
Yeah,
floor.
that's what I meant.
They'll be able to.
Oh, he's a
Joker-
pro. He's a Hall of
Nah,
Famer.
he spreads the ball around
Joker's really
easily.
good too. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about Joker. Joker's
But
Bro, he's a
real
Hall
quick-
of Famer.
But real quick though, Mavericks Celtics game 1 in Minnesota.
Mavericks Timberwolves.
What's this looking like? Oh, excuse me, Mavericks Timberwolves.
I got
keep saying
Wolves.
Mavericks Celtics because I think that might be the finals for some reason. But Mavericks Timberwolves. Who you guys got tonight?
I got the Wolves.
I got the
Yeah,
T-Wolves,
T-Wolves.
man. I'm sticking
Mark,
with
what do you
them.
have?
I think it's gonna be really close. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something similar to what we saw in the Celtics Pacers game.
This is one of the most exciting.
But I think-
playoffs, bro.
I think this game means a lot because if they
Yeah.
come out, if the Mavs come out and win, that's a big splash. But then also if the T-Wolves come out and blow them out by 20 and only allow them 90 points, like it's pivotal. But if I had to, I think the T-Wolves might come out with this one. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs win. Like I'm like 50, like 55, 45. Like I'm 50-50.
I'm
like,
thinking the same thing as Mark right now too. But I do think that
It's just
more
hard to
likely for
bet
the
against
Timberwolves,
them.
but not as more likely if
yeah, it's
Mavericks were
it's
to win.
so hard to bet against the T-Wolves because they
The
could do
Timberwolves
so many
are
different
4-1
things.
against the Mavs in the last 5 games.
I'm about to say this.
Regular
It's regular
season's
season,
different, though.
yeah.
I'm gonna take the crazy take. The Timberwolves are gonna play some crazy defense tonight and win by like 20.
Thing is, I think that the T-Wolves
Yeah,
could
I
lose
agree
the
with you.
series.
I think they win by 15.
I
They're
think
gonna play some crazy.
I
defense
think
tonight.
really the Timberwolves, Gobert's gonna have to play his best defense of the year.
they're playing at home, and bro, Anthony Edwards, bro, the guy's always hype, bro. He's always.
It's the
he's a
problem,
leader.
though.
He gets his team like up.
This is the
I don't
problem.
think they have
There's
a problem.
nobody. There's nobody that will handle Anthony Edwards better than Luka Doncic. Like he loves that. He said, "I love when people talk." Like there's no one's gonna handle it better than Luka.
Is Luca even like fast enough to like guard?
It's not even
I
about
doubt
guarding. You
that.
think Anthony Edwards could guard Luka Doncic? Absolutely not.
Maybe like a block here and there.
All right,
But
ready?
no,
All right,
he's
ready?
gonna give him 30.
I gotta tell you something. So they played each other 4 times this year,
That's the regular season though.
bro. But I
Ma-
just want you to
Mavs
listen to
haven't
how
made
they
the
beat them.
playoffs.
The Mavs
in
were like
2
a
years.
7
I want you to
seed,
listen
bro.
to how the Timberwolves beat them 119-101, 118-110. The Mavs won 115-108. Then the Timberwolves won 120-187.
It's a bro.
They kick on them,
The Mavericks also were like a 7 seed this year. They were terrible in the regular season.
bro. The seeding doesn't matter in the West.
And
Everyone
also-
agrees with that.
and
the
also-
seeding does not matter.
Okay, their record was trash and they had a lot of injuries.
Okay, and look at their record, and they beat the 1 seed. So your argument is done.
Exactly, because they're good. But
Yes,
they were
so it
ass
doesn't
in the
matter.
regular season.
So the seeding doesn't matter. The point is the Timberwolves kick on them,
Because
regardless of seeding.
I just said the whole regular season they were bad and full of injuries. So obviously they would beat them. They're not the same team.
But I mean now
Nah,
it's
They're not
really
are they, would you say they're the same team as the regular season? Absolutely
They're
not. They
not
just
the-
beat the 1 seed.
I agree with you. They're not the same team, but the seeding doesn't matter.
realistically
The West
though,
is loaded.
back to what I was saying. Gobert's gonna have to play his best defense now if they really want to stop the Mavericks. Because the Mavericks, seriously, like looking at them as like a scoring team, and back to what I was saying about Kyrie Irving probably gonna go back to being the scorer that we usually have seen from him. Gobert's gonna have to play his best defense. Cat is probably gonna have to score more. Jaden McDaniel's just gonna have to keep it up, and so is Anthony Edwards. Competitive series, and I'm gonna have to say that what's it called? I do think that the T-Wolves come out with game 1, but the Mavericks, do not be surprised if
So
they really
have the
do
finals
anything.
picks changed? Because obviously I know you
Well,
had the
they have.
Nuggets.
They have. I had the Nuggets.
T-Wolves, Celtics.
See,
agree with that.
I want
Well,
that
Celtics.
because I think it'll be fun.
I've been saying it.
But I feel like
2 years.
Mavericks could change something this series.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are locked.
I could say people want the Wolves or Celtics, but people like are thinking of Mavs or Celtics. I feel like that's what it is.
It's in the air because no one's won a ring like both star
All
players.
4 teams, no one's won a ring out of
Kyrie,
all the
Siakam,
superstars, except
who
for
else?
Kyrie. Wait, who?
Kyrie, Siakam.
Kyrie 1-1, Siakam
Yeah.
1-1. That's it.
Who else?
That's it.
That's it. Literally.
How do you think, Mark? How do you think the Timberwolves have to guard Luka? Because I thought about the Anthony Edwards guarding him, and honestly, they might have to double him.
It's not even that. This is the problem. If you need Edwards, you have to stop Luka. He's gonna get gassed because it's so hard. You have to
Yeah.
try so hard to stop him, and you're not gonna be able to. There's nobody in this league that could guard Luka
But he has a
1-on-1.
high motor.
Are you guys sure?
Yeah, he has a high motor though.
Bro,
Yeah,
Anthony
and-
Edwards is
yeah.
a high motor.
but you're not understanding. Luka is. There's nobody like him. His game is just so
He
thought of and so slow.
He
and
is
so,
the best offensive player scoring wise in the league right
that
now.
there's not close. He should have realistically, if the game wasn't so much about triple doubles and like stuff like that, he should have won MVP. Did you see how many points he was averaging throughout the whole year? With
But I mean, it was just his team performance. That
yeah,
brought him down.
if his team wasn't a 7 or 8 seed, he wins the MVP.
He would have.
5 seed.
Are they not? They're 7 seed,
Yeah,
bro.
they're,
5 seed.
they're like the 7th.
They're the 7 seed,
Wait,
bro.
really? I thought
Yeah, they were the
5th seed.
7th.
Pretty sure.
Well, they were, but
That's what I'm
fifth now, right?
saying. No, I mean no, they're the same
Yeah,
seed.
because
It
the
doesn't
Suns.
matter.
Yeah, because the Suns took the 6th seed from them.
That's cap.
Actually, wait.
Yeah,
wait.
they're the 5 seed.
Yeah, this 5th seed.
They have 50 wins.
Oh wait, that's right. Because 7 was.
Oh, yeah, because no, because the
actually.
Mavs-
Yeah,
The
7 was
Mavs
Kings,
took the
Pels.
Mavs took it from the Suns. It was the other way around.
Oh yeah, all right, that makes sense.
So
then.
what I'm
Okay.
trying to say is, regardless if 5th seed, 6th seed, 7th seed, if his team was a top 3 seed, he wins MVP. Or if his team was a top 2 seed, I would say,
That's
Agreed.
true.
because it's just that they said he was every argument against Luka winning MVP this year was he's not winning. He's doing all these points, he's not doing, but because he's doing all this and he's not winning.
And
That's all
he put almost the same statistics as Jokic. Just Jokic did better as a team player. Well, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I just
Wait,
forgot
who won
about
MVP?
that. No, it was Jokic, 3-time MVP now. All right. Okay, guys. So looks like the majority of us have T-Wolves winning tonight. And then for the Pacers Celtics game 2, you guys have the Pacers. Looks like it. Celtics. All right. We'll wait and see.
Oh, wait,
It's
game
definitely-
2?
No,
Pacers.
game 2 Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game
Hey,
2
just because
Pacers.
game 2.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is the SN Network on WHIT Podcasting. Thank you a lot, Mr. DePiro, for helping.
Have a great day.
Have a great one, everyone. Peace.